It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome to Final Fantasy XVI, a game that I very intentionally know nothing about. I watched the first reveal trailer when it was first announced, however long ago that was, at least, what, over a year now ago? And I've not watched any of the other trailers, I don't think. I didn't watch any of the gameplay demos. I didn't play the demo that was launched itself. I know nothing about this game because I wanted to go in completely blind and completely fresh. And we're starting out with Ifrit fighting a giant phoenix. And footage that is reminiscent to The Lord of the Rings. We're now plummeting into the mines of Moria with an actual... Oh, okay, cool. We're firing beads of light from our very body. I'm here for it. Is this the entire game, though? Like, I'm actually curious. Is this what we do throughout the entire campaign? If it's just 60 hours of me spamming the attack button and occasionally evading, I could do that. I think I could definitely do that. And if there's like a DLC where it's just the same story but from the other perspective, where you're playing as Ifrit and you're falling into the mines of Moria while trying to dodge little balls of fire, I would play that for another at least 40-hour DLC. I can easily see myself being entertained by that. I've not lost interest in it yet. I'm completely invested still. Although I didn't effectively dodge there. Kind of looks like I wasn't supposed to. As we actually, it does look shockingly a lot like the Mines of Moria here. Like we're just plummeting into the depths. This game looks amazing. So we were given the option to either make it look good or make it run more smoothly. You know, the usual console options. And I did choose higher frame rate, so I believe it's targeting 60. At least I think I did. I'll level with you. I've played this part before, but the dialogue options weren't like there was no dialogue, so I had to actually restart the game and fiddle around with some connections. So I actually don't remember whether or not I, on the second go round, set up 60 FPS mode or not. We might have to have a little look-see at the settings to determine one way or the other. But for the time being, here's the moment. Let's find out if we can hear what this man says.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
Yes. Okay, we don't have to replay this part for a third time.
The target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
Look at the facial hair.
Let's get this done.
You can see the little wisps of the unshaven, like, mustache. That's some good-looking fire, too. Well, that is unfortunate timing. Cool. See, this is what's fun about not knowing anything about the game. I don't know who any of these people are or what we're doing here. I'm going in as blind as possible right now. I have no idea where we are or what any of this is. I've already forgotten most of what was in that first reveal trailer. So I might as well be playing a game delivered directly from Mars, or like a surprise drop that I didn't even know was being made.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Interesting. Okay, so a wyvern is like a dragon, but that doesn't have the front talons?
Yes, Sergeant.
Is that relevant? Do we turn into a dragon? It'd be very funny if that were the case.
I said focus, Wyvern.
I heard you. I heard you. I'm just having a look around here. Game looks spectacular. Okay, then. And that's enough looking around for now. Press... I'm assuming that... I don't know what button that is. Is that this little button with the hamburger logo on top of it? At any time outside a cutscene to open the main menu. Gameplay configuration settings, including camera inversion, can be adjusted on the System tab. For those oddballs who, like, never learned how to use the camera properly... Okay, I mean, what if I want to have a look at the settings? What are you going to do about that? Options on the System tab include wireless controller configuration, as well as video, audio, accessibility, and language options. Very neat. Okay, well, I mean, here's a question for you. We can do a save. We can do action focused, which is obviously what we wanted to go with. Target lock is on toggle. Where do I change frame rate? Okay, yeah, no, that is set correctly. That's exactly where I wanted it. And then let's crank up the master volume, because it's a little bit quiet. But then I actually want to have voiceover be the highest thing. And then maybe do effects, and then music. And this is a personal preference, because I am an oddball. And that is okay. I get to be odd. This is my YouTube channel. Let's crank up those subtitles. Some folks might be watching on like a little phone screen. You don't know. And it's just going to be more useful to have them be nice and big. And then speaker names. Ooh, that might be useful. Okay. I think that's good. I think we can carry on from there. Let's go. I'm on my way, sir. Whatever your name is. Should I be calling him sir? Is he in charge? Are we related? What is this situation? Tiamat is his name. Are we going to get spoiled now when someone speaks and we're not supposed to know who they are, but they have the
Just in time.
Name of the speakers right above their subtitles? That would be kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, well they look a little silly when they run. It looks much better when you zoom in. It does look much better. My man's a wizard. How are they not just winning? Oh, they got chocobos. Come on. See, now I kind of wish this was just like a real-time strategy game. This looks like it would be fun to control. Or to be down in the middle of? Can I join the fray? Something tells me no. Something tells me we're going to watch this epic battle from a distance and then just crawl through the rocks a bit more. Which is unfortunate.
These iron blood are more beast than man.
Well, that's racist,
This is
but
going,
okay.
They won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Boy, I can't wait to find out what a dominant is. They're talking about them like they're really important. I suppose if you've either played the game yourself or you did keep up with all of the information about the game in the lead-up to the release, you might find my ignorance frustrating.
Did you not pledge your
But I
swords
love that
for
I know
our
nothing.
cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
Waloed? It's like a brand of drinking straw.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
In a world where you can just get water from a crystal, how is this not all just beautiful, like, verdant forests? Would you not just walk around just, like, planting trees and squeezing water out of crystals to make them grow?
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
No idea what she's talking about, but I hope she keeps talking.
Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed.
That is a man. Look at the size of
the
that
Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
He could bench press the Rock. And Vin Diesel. One on either side of a bar.
Which just leaves me.
What does he do? Does he just walk out into the front of the battlefield and the enemy team surrenders?
They set foot on Storm.
In army, whatever, team.
This game is over.
I'm not sure if these are supposed to be the good guys or the bad guys. I mean, she looks like a bad girl to be sure. I don't care. I just want to watch this man smash things. Maybe we're about to see that. You know what I'm saying?
You cock.
The odds are increasing.
Benedicta.
Oh my gosh, I called it! How about that? Wait, this is actually happening.
care.
Is this acceptable for YouTube? Hold
Does
on.
the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
I regret streaming this. We are recording this live for channel members, by the way.
The front lines are gone.
I got spicy.
This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Yeah, okay. No opportunity to fight in the fray, I guess. That's perfectly fine, though. You know what? We're not even really equipped to fight in a battle like that anyway, so I actually do need this opportunity out here in these rocks to, like, really, like, stretch my legs and figure out the controls. Like, for instance, jump. Didn't know how to do that. Know how to do that now. Fully prepared for combat. Give me an attack button. I'm assuming it's going to be square, but hitting square doesn't really do anything. Oh, also, it does say to jump over there on the right side of the screen, underneath where my face is probably going to end up, but I wanted to be honest with you. I figured that out by myself before I noticed that.
Take the van.
Oh, hot diggity, they got vehicles. That was up.
Wait. Something's not right.
See, I thought that was some sort of a dragon, but then it was just a hand.
So the Darmax finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Is this big boy?
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Large crystal. This is visually incredible. Like, this is a spectacle to behold. So I have an assumption, and this might be like the dumbest thing I say, in this entire Let's Play. But what I'm assuming is happening is that they have people that can turn into, well, like these Titans here. Is that how this works? So is it going to end up being like one of the main characters can actually turn into Ifrit or something like that? Like effectively they can become the summons or something along those lines? Because I'm assuming this is big guy, right? This is big fella? Oh, if this is on me to save him. Oh, thank goodness. I don't have the reaction time for something like that.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Hard cut from cutscene into actual gameplay there. Oh, buddy. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to find an alternate route, and hopefully you're leading the way. Like a Hot Wheel. Oh, no, I'm on my own now. This is kind of insane that this is happening. Like, I mean, look what's happening on our screen right now. The landscape is falling apart around us. This is truly next generation. Although nothing's ever going to beat that train from the second Uncharted game. I could not remember the name of the series. I just kept wanting to say Nathan Drake. You know, the Nathan Drake series.
Anytime, Wyvern.
Listen, I can't move. The game won't let me. It was rumbling a little bit too much. Oh, here we go. Everyone knows it's very difficult to run when there's a little shake in the ground. That's why it's so hard to get away from earthquakes. It's not all the debris and everything, it's the trembles going through your legs. It just makes it impossible for you to move. It's like the vibrations of the earth are misaligned with the vibrations of your body. Yeah, I think, can we all acknowledge that these people would be dead? I mean, typical video game physics, right? Like, it's fine. They could slide down this solid rock using nothing but their clothing and armor as like, oh, good lord. Well, he's just a little splattered bit of nothing now, isn't he? That was unexpectedly brutal.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
That's good that we don't have permission, otherwise it might be tempting. Yeah, no, he gone, dude. Let it go. Oh, no! Oh, don't do this. Don't you do this. Don't make us have emotion for someone we just got watched getting splatted. This is cruel. This is awful. And the fact that they're doing it after we just watched him get squished is even worse.
Do you yield?
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me.
No.
Right?
Don't you
Go on.
do
You'll
this.
sure do him eventually. Don't give up now.
Oh my gosh. This is cruel and hateful.
2 arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Oh. Surely swords would be better than arms, though. Combat tutorial?
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Okay. Well, as you can see, this is my general form. This is just me kind of standing. Let's see. Press square to perform melee attack. Use up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Alright, I can do that.
Once more, please.
Happily.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the Phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without.
So we're the Phoenix? Is that what that means? Can we turn into a
Clive.
Phoenix?
Rain fire down upon me.
Yeah, let me figure out how. Just give me 1 second. I need to wait for a tutorial to pop up on the screen. Cast fire. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I guess I'm not supposed to spam it.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's
That man
flame
just
as
tanked
a
getting
first
fire
shield
burnt
should.
on the chest.
You flatter me, my
Like
lord.
little balls of fire just
Or would you
burst
rather I
against his
flatten
face
you?
and body, and he just stood
Can
there
be
smiling.
arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
Oh, here we go. Do I need to time
On your
these
toes,
dodges?
Lord Rossfield.
Because I'm not capable of doing that. That is impossible. Okay. Press R1 to evade an enemy's attacks. Evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using square or triangle. Alright, let's go.
Oh, to be so young and
It's got a
fleet of
good window of opportunity here, which I can't say for something else I've been playing
foot. We're
recently.
not clear as to the purpose of this exercise.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Good. Move only when you must.
Good. My old man, slow brain can absolutely
Remember,
work within
Clive,
these
your blade is
constraints.
not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest.
Do we turn
You have
into a
been
giant
blessed by the
phoenix?
Phoenix. Granted the use of its power.
Yes!
Call upon that power now to close on me.
Are we going to turn into
Well,
a giant phoenix?
I'm waiting.
How do I do? I gotta learn how to do it, little man. Close the gap. The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press O to swiftly close the distance on the target. Both melee and ranged attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift. Okay.
Fly at your
Nice.
foe before he can raise his guard.
There we go. All right. Good for getting up close and personal.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished.
How would you advise
Speaking
that
of
I do
which,
this?
my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
I kind of want to go explore. Can I, like, walk around here? This place is really cool looking. Right, okay. Consumables, potions, assigned to... Yep. And blah, 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 blah. All right. Looks like I've got high potions and regular potions.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. I wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rossfield. Spar with me.
Okay, so this is it.
If
This
you
is where it
believe
gets real.
yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
Absolutely. Let me try to remember everything I was just shown over the course of the last 5 minutes like I didn't just forget it. This gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back, break their spirit by landing attacks, and strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on.
Interesting.
Be sure to beat it this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Come on.
Seriously?
Keep going, Clive.
Oh, you son of a gun. We got him there in the end. No, come on, let's finish him off. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, or Murdoch if you're so inclined, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his sense. Use R2 plus square to execute Rising Flame, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the Blessing of the Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Absolutely, I'll do that. That is a pretty big attack, but I can only do it the one time. What about Phoenix? Oh, I can already do that at any time.
It's time
That's
I took
right.
my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing. Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Russell.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm getting good. We did it! Pats on the back all around. I think we did spectacular.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
You got beat by a child, man. There's no recovering from that. The only thing you can do now is retire and become like a baker or something.
That was a display worthy of your father.
Ooh, is Dad dead?
You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me.
What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
He's been embarrassed in front of his men now. They know that he's weak. It's like an injured, like, alpha in the wild. One of the other dogs is just gonna start, like, gnawing on his throat now. Oh, brother. Easy does it. Oh, is this hot girlfriend? Oh, that's... Oh. It's dead little brother that got squished by a rock.
Flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why.
Oh, he's sickly, bless him.
Coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
You shouldn't be outdoors. You never know when a giant rock might fall on your head and squish you flat.
Has returned.
Father's back.
Oh, good, Dad's not dead! But what about Mom? Is Mom dead?
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Mom's not dead either! Everyone's got a happy family and Mom's kinda hot!
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
So maybe Dad is dead? This is the Lord we're speaking of here? This is Mama?
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
She's covering her mouth because you know he stinks. You know how preteen boys
Good day
are.
to you, Mother.
He never showers. He just goes up to his room and douses himself in Axe body spray.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
Dad's alive, I guess. I keep going back and forth on this. Why does she not like me?
Lord Murdoch?
Am I like a Jon Snow situation? Why does our brother look so much like Lord Murdoch? Oh, I'm like playing Game of Thrones here in my mind. Like, there's a lot of...
to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
I'm just assuming, like, illicit affairs and backroom deals.
We should join them.
It might just be family drama, you know? It might just be as simple as that. How is that attached? You got a magnet back there? Now, you did not lift it up high enough to get it... Whatever. You know what? We're not going to overthink it. There's no benefit to that. Are we getting back to the present now? Or are we going to keep living in the past where our brother isn't dead? Dad, I have a theory that Mom's been cheating on you with the captain of the guard. It's just a guess. I want to point out that Joffrey's hair doesn't look anything like yours. Just throwing that out there, Dad.
Rise, my friends.
Do you feel like you could take someone seriously riding a chocobo?
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Like in the real world?
Is that so?
If a president or a king came riding up to an address in the back of a chocobo, would you be like, ah, yes?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
If this dog dies at some point too, so help me, that'll be worse than the brother getting squished flat.
Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
It's a lot to dump on a child.
Truly so grave.
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
This guy gotta get out of here. He's gonna realize eventually that hair don't match.
Google.
Where do you think you're going, Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Wow, so we're just like full on sunrise, sunset. We're in the past now. Whatever was happening at the start of the game, irrelevant. Forget about it. Does not matter. Two massive Titan forces colliding with one another. Your brother getting squished flat. Irrelevant. Embrace the moment that is the past. Let's see. You should find should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instincts to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with whatever that little red oblong shape is. I'm not too concerned by it at all. I want to explore.
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
I mean, need is a strong word. I think right now what we need to do...
Shift this lot before we lose the light.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd love to help you because I'd love to explore around here. But I've kind of get the sense that the game is not going to allow it, which is okay as well. This frame rate's a bit rough. It's a little bit rough. I'm not sure if we're actually getting... Oh my gosh, it's a little bit... It's making me a little bit nauseous, actually. Is there like a motion blur turned on right now? I feel like there must be. Can I turn that off? Is there like an ability to turn that off? Attributes tab provide a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. That's handy, but also not at all what I needed to look at. Okay. The gear and icons tab, I think it's supposed to be pronounced maybe icons. Icons? Tab is used to equip weapons and armor, as well as assigning icons abilities to available slots. Give me something about like a motion blur. Let me turn it off. Oh dear. Okay. Well, if it's in there, it's not going to let us change it, which is unfortunate. Well, I guess we just carry on then. Was that like the bottom half of a person? Did anyone else see that? Was I imagining that? That looked like just the bottom half of a human being with no top. At the top of the stairs. Am I crazy? I could be crazy.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess. Pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool.
Bungling cur is a great insult.
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Clive seems like a pretty chill guy.
Come along now.
I'm confused about the girl, though. Is that supposed to be our little sister? Or is that like a love interest? I'm not sure which. I feel like it could go either way. I can't tell what that expression is. Is that my big brother's so cool and I'm proud of him? Or is that like, hey,
like
big boy? What? I guess it could actually be both. You know
I
what?
think someone's hungry.
In sort of a medieval setting, it could be both. Now that I think about it, and that makes me uncomfortable. Are we trying to find epic loot? Because I do see something on the ground over here. Is this actually something I can reach is the only issue? Hot diggity! Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed from the Items tab in the main menu, but at least tell me what I found there. A high potion? Hot dog, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Fine display, my lord.
My lord!
Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Our Lord Commander nearly felt sorry for him. That's a wonderful display there, sir. So hold on, is this giant tub of blue something I can collect as well? Or is this part of the cooking? Oh, this is where we get water from. They're just executing on my idea I had earlier.
Having my bearer fill the well, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
I'm having my bearer fill. Okay, well, we found a high potion, which means that there's likely going to be other things that we can find if we give this place a thorough going over. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's just the high potion. There's people to talk to,
my
though.
lord, my man and I labor always for the glory of the duchy.
It's these guys. It's these goobers. I feel like we should probably progress the plot at some point. I don't think they're going to let me go through the big doors, and it really does appear like there's not much else to find here. This is definitely just early starting tutorial area. Oh, I mean, I spoke too soon, because there's another potion. See, it was all worth it in the end. You folks doubted me. But at the end of the day, my expert exploration skills came in handy. We are now more prepared for whatever awaits us beyond this door. It's another door. And beyond that door...
Nice and quiet.
Oh, I know this. This is that garden outside of Mickey's Castle in Kingdom Hearts. There's a gummy ship out here somewhere. You get to go here actually and wander around in, what, the second game, I believe it is? I do see another potion, too. I like that it's got a nice big tail coming off of it, so you can at least spot it from a bit of a distance. You don't have to be right on top of it. And it was another potion, too. Wait, did we say we saw Joshua? What's he doing? Just standing out here? How you doing, little bro?
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
The soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
I mean, unless there's a giant rock falling towards your head, in which case there's very little I'm going to be able to do.
That child is the future of our nation. He must be protected. All
Yeah.
other concerns are insignificant.
Who are you telling this to? These ladies? What do you expect them to do about it? These look like ladies in waiting. It looks like they're gonna replace the sheets, like freshen up the linens. And she's over here, like, imagine you work in a castle, and your job is just, like, fluff the pillow for the queen, and she's like, we gotta protect the boy! Always protect the boy! What am I gonna do? Just learn how to fight with a laundry basket? What do you want from me, queen? Or duchy, whatever, duchess? I think that's the feminine, yeah. Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Use X to access them, then hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. This is like when you're a kid, and your parents are like, open up the refrigerator, all your strength, and you're doing something real basic, but they hype it up. so you feel like you've done something really successful, like you've really accomplished something grand. All I did was hold down a button, but the game made me feel special about it, which is all I needed. Who are you? Are we related? Are we in love? What is our relationship? Is that mine or your dog? I need answers.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Your mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
Fire flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So many terms, I just have no idea what they're talking about.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
The Blight, the Mother Crystal.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow.
Drake's
there
breath.
We listen to the words of our ancestors,
we were talking about Uncharted earlier.
Dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
Was what we saw at the beginning of this game like the end of the game? How much of maybe this is what the demo was. I think the demo was supposedly about 2 hours.
And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, I got a little jittery there. Hold, I guess, the gigantic button in the middle of the controller to access the Active Time Lore feature, a compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can even be viewed during most cutscenes. All ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. So this is going to tell us, like, information. I'm hitting the giant button. I guess I got to hold it. Okay, so this has, like, all of the information of things that I don't understand. The Mother Crystals, the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, the Iron Kingdom, Rosalith Castle, Elwyn Rosefield. I mean, the Mother Crystal's the one thing. Enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the land of Valisthea. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on for their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with aether, making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For those reasons, great nations have sprung up around each Mother Crystal and have long warred with each other over the possession of their blessing. So they're big crystal mountains that make magic. I gotcha. Also known in the local tongue as Heron, The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig Loisgd. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. Okay, so now we kind of get the idea of who they are. I think I've got a pretty good understanding of the duchy and the Dutch King Lord, whatever his title is. So I think we could probably go ahead and retire to our chambers and prepare for the journey to the swamps tomorrow to deal with Shrek and his friends, or the Goblin Men or whatever we're supposed to be doing. Good, because I don't really care about anything else going on right now, and if you had like a side quest for me, I'd honestly ignore it.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
A dominant, someone who can turn into...
The boy is ill.
Can Joshua turn into a phoenix, is what I'm asking.
Know that. But the boy is also the phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn.
Why do you hate him?
Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
That's your son!
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
Getting some great exposition here.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Why do you say "are"?
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
Mom, I'm questioning Mom. She seems sus. Sus as Gus.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
Can we address who this is?
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
What about large boulders?
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you. There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last.
Oh, I get it. Is she like a
But it
ward
never really ends, does
from
it?
a neighboring nation to keep peace?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Gosh, we sure hope that's the case.
It's getting cold.
Definitely not a sister, please. Increasingly, I'm desperate for that to not be the case. With the creepy hand situation.
Good night, Clive.
It's the little red spot next to the moon, and is it significant? It's gonna come back. It's gonna be important. Bad omen or some such.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
See you later, Jill of questionable origin. Maybe she'll be added to the little glossary we can check and we can read up on her.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us.
I have a feeling this is going to go poorly.
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
Yeah, if Clive is Wyvern, then I think we have to assume that something goes wrong here, and he has to change his name and become like
Lord Rossfield, allow me.
a roving mercenary of some kind, because the family's being hunted after the kingdom was destroyed. I'm just like projecting my own thoughts into the future here. We'll see what happens.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
Let's not all get too attached to each other. Neither of you have names,
If there are
so...
goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler.
Okay, good, they've got names
Let
now.
us do our duty.
They might survive.
Pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
Maybe we forge a bond. Maybe they
To the
become my
marshes,
companions. Maybe I refer to one of them as my brothers, and it's one of them that gets squished by a
May the
rock.
blessing of the crystals go with us.
Maybe, I don't know. Again, just spitballing. Oh my gosh, there's a map. This is fun. The world map displays all the locations indicated by glowing pins currently available to Clive via fast travel. Righto. So this is Stillwind. Well, that might be a good place to call it for today. We'll continue this adventure next time. Bye.